up, everybody? It's your girl, Sophie Soph, back here on Sophia's Football Talk. To Lord have mercy, why is my hair sticking out like that? There we go. Back here on Sophia's Football Talk to discuss Man United versus Liverpool. We're about to talk about tomorrow's game. Will Liverpool get their revenge after losing 4-3 to us just a few weeks ago, knocking them out of the FA Cup? Will we be able to, on the other hand, Man United be able to get a little bit of a damper to the party for Liverpool? Could we make sure that they're not going to win the title? Could we ruin their title hopes? Or at least put a little bit of a stint, a little bit of a dent, I should say, to that title hope? We'll see. We'll talk about that. Um, and all that. I definitely have moved on. I don't know if I'm gonna say moved on, but Chelsea game, I'm just trying to forget about it. I'm trying to forget because that game, Lord have mercy, I do not need my weekend to stop, I should say, to end in a bad way as well. I don't need it. Let me have it ending nicely. To be honest though, I'm looking forward to it. But it is what it is. Before we fully start to talk about the game, of course, I like to always use the match previews to talk about some, Man United related news. But of course, as well, before we do that, make sure that you like the video because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see, right? So subscribe as well. We're still on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's make that happen, shall we? Okay, help a sister out. You know what I'm saying? Help a sister out. Alright? Just help a sister out. That's all I'm saying, alright? Just help a sister out. You see this? There we go. And also feel free to join the SFT membership. The link is in the description box. Let me say hi to the people that are here. Big up to Talumba, we're doing well. Big up to Bart, says it's here. It's here. You're the game versus the European Shamblers. I agree. Big up Teddy, hope you're doing well. Big up Ravi. Talumba says, honestly, I don't care. Top 5 is, I've been saying I think we're going to get the 6th place, but yeah. I also am hoping for FA Cup win. We must. That'll be in a few weeks still. But yeah. Bart says revenge, laughing emoji. Yes, the revenge. I'm scared, to be honest. We're not getting UCL football, Teddy. We're not getting it. Respectfully, we're not. If we do, then there needs to be conversations about Spurs and Villa for how or if they drop. You know what I'm saying? Pick up brother Ed. Hope you're doing well. Yes, indeed. Like as you join in, it does help. Madueke diving. Let's move on from that. Bryce, I can see United being stinky, paying buses, trying not to lose this game, setting up for a draw. I don't care. Bart says, can I be a mod for tomorrow's review show? Bart, once we figure out you're a real person, once we figure out your real age, that you're actually indeed 74 years old or 78, because I think you're 34. And I don't think you're a Liverpool fan. I think you're lying to us all. After that, we can have a conversation. Alright? Pick a Dark Rose says, I will accept anything less than a trash if tomorrow we are in the mud. Let's not get further. Lord have mercy. Pick up Letty, hope you're doing well. But yeah, let's talk. So, before the actual game, I do want to dive into some Man United news. So, obviously, one, it is what it is. Onana won Man United Player of the Month award for March. It's still a madness how much goals that we've conceded. What, over, is it over 100, 200, over 100, I believe, in not goals, I'm saying, that's mad, but shots conceded in literally about 4 games, and I think 10 games, it's been over 200. It's a madness. And I believe just in 2024, think it might be over 500 shots, something in that order. But it is a madness. We are shambles. I mean, how teams are just able to cut through our midfield like it's nobody's business is quite concerning, but it is what it is. I'm very adamant, very clear where I stand. I need this manager gone. I need his coaching staff gone. I need the medical staff gone. John Myrtle still gotta go. Okay, he's still here, but you gotta go. Okay, you gotta go. Darren Fletcher, respectfully, you gotta go. Who else? Bunch of the players gotta go. We gotta start fresh, rip it all up, and start fresh. That is literally where I'm at. Speaking of starting fresh, I mean, we are now suddenly considering Bologna manager Thiago Motta. This was reported by Alfredo Pedulla. Interesting. And in regards to other managers that we're also looking at, I mean, Nagelsmann. Ineos have placed Nagelsmann high on their shortlist for the next Man United manager if they sack Erik ten Hag. Nagelsmann is keen to stay on as Germany manager after the Euros, but could be persuaded to join United should Germany have a poor tournament. But, and that was reported by Pete Hal 86 from iPaper Sports. But they also did mention that both Gareth Southgate and the Gaussman have serious doubts about taking the Man United managerial job. First and foremost, I don't want Gareth Southgate. I want to get the Gaussman. I hope we can get him. If not, just do not let it be Southgate nor Potter. Okay? I can take it to Serbia. I'll do it. Not 100% ideal if unless we have a proper structure in place for him. Sorry, something fell on the floor, but we'll take that later. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. We have to wait and see. It'll be interesting. Lord have mercy. Bart asked, does Mota speak English? As someone who's played at Barca, he's likely to go there. I don't know if he does. I don't know. Maybe. If he's had a history with Barcelona, then maybe. Some positive news though. Man United under 19 team smashed up Liverpool's under 19 team earlier today. Man United won 9-1. Some of the names of the guys that did score, we had James Scanian. I might be horrible with saying the name, but yeah. And he was actually assisted by Jack Fletcher because obviously Man United, we have signed, I mean, we've had them, technically we got him from the Man City Academy, Darren Fletcher's twin sons. And they recently signed a professional contract for Man United. It's a bit mad how you had somebody that's been a Man United player who's also worked within the board, who had his own sons be in the Man City Academy. That's mad. Now they're now at Man United. And did their thing. We also had Ethan Wheatley with the hat trick. Ethan Williams got himself a goal as well. Gabriel Biancheri with a brace, and Ashton missing for the final goal. Interesting. Some names that seem familiar, others not too much. In my, I mean, for me, I don't really be watching the academy like that. You see highlights and stuff, and you hear some names here and there. But interesting. What I would love for us to, transfer how Liverpool got kicked, dropped, humiliated, smashed up by Man United's academy. If we can do that to the first team, that'll be wonderful. But that won't happen, respectfully. That ain't happening. And we'll talk about that. We will most definitely talk about it for sure. But let's move on to the game. There's some comments here. Pick up Saints says United win tomorrow. Titles more or less done for me. Oh wow. Pick up those Saints. Yes, Saint is a Liverpool fan. So Saint is basically saying if we win, okay, if we win tomorrow, title is done. I mean, Arsenal won today. They won, 3-1, just, not that long ago against Brighton, and then City. I didn't watch that game, but City smashed up Palace 4-1. No, 4-2, I believe it was. So it's basically feels like the title race almost feels like a game of chess, and I'm not good at chess, by the way. But like, okay, your turn. Okay, this this now is me. Okay, well, what's my next step? You know, so, what will Liverpool be doing? How are they responding tomorrow? Are they responding by beating United, or are they dropping points? Are they losing? I mean, right now, I believe since Arsenal won, they're now at the top, are they not? Kind of been the yeah, Arsenal's right back at there. So it definitely puts the pressure because I think just because of the occasion, I think the guys will be up for it. The problem is I don't think we'll have enough to win it. And I'll talk more about the actual what I'm predicting the score to be because I'm not gonna lie, I'm personally not confident. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, especially after how we bottled the Chelsea game. I'm not confident. Yes, we're at home, but I'm just not confident, by the way. Um Letty says, Sophia, I need a defensive math class tomorrow from you guys. Letty, I just don't want to lose, man. I don't care where we are. I would never want my team to lose. I freaking take a draw, but I want to win. I do want to win. I even take a draw, but as long as we can make sure that they drop points, you know what? I just don't want to lose. I want to make sure that we have something to say in the title race. That we can make sure, if we can try to make sure that they don't get it, at least that we've done our part, then I'm all for it. Because right now our season is done. Like I'm finished with our Prem season, but at least I want to make sure that we can ruin somebody's party. And the party that I want to ruin for is Liverpool. Tolumba says, I honestly just don't want to see any more injuries. I would even start Kambwala. I mean, Kambwala definitely would be starting, is what it looks like. I would love Ahmad to be starting as well. We have to see. Versus Canacho is holding Rashford back. As a result, he's slacking. Let him leave too. I completely disagree. I do not think that Canacho is holding Rashford back. I think Rashford got to leave, but I think Canacho. I mean, how are you going to say Canacho is holding him back when he's been showing up for the majority of the season? He's been overplayed. Definitely has had a couple of stinkers here and there, but he was close to scoring a hat trick the other day against Chelsea. Technically, all up until we messed it up, he was gonna get the man of the match. He did actually get the man of the match award, but I'm pretty sure they probably at the end had to give it to Cole Palmer. I think it is a bit weird how they give. I mean, how they kind of be announcing the man of the match award when the game isn't even done. That to me, I think is a bit weird, but it is what it is. So, like I said, we bottled Chelsea. What's the worst that can happen besides that another 7-0, brother? If we get another 7-0, I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. Bart says United Harry Amas looks good as left back prospect. Maybe send him to a more technical league, ideally Italy next year or to Germany. Yeah, you know what? Maybe. Why do you want to hurt United's prospect as this could result in Arsenal winning the league before the end of the season? And you will be forced to give them guard. No, as long as they can make sure that they get the job done before, then why does it have to be at United's ground? Why do we have to do it? Dark Girl says over 20 channels and 50 people have banned and blocked Bart. Really? The thing is, Bart has never said anything. I'm not going to block somebody for just trolling. Like what Bart is doing is not something that I feel like is blockable, if that makes sense. I don't think it is. I'll laugh at it. I can engage here and there, but I'm not going to block him for just, being like a troll, but not being disrespectful. He's not being mean. So it's not like he's being kind of like a no, it is what it is. But yeah, so team news for tomorrow. Lord have mercy. It's a lot. So we have some obviously a lot of issues in defense as we head towards tomorrow's crucial game. Lindelöf, Lisandro Martinez, obviously they were ruled out for now at least a month. Pick up Seagull. I mean, I hope I will see. We'll see. 2 days before we obviously faced Chelsea. And then two more centre backs also had fitness issues following the trip to London. Varane was substituted at halftime for the second game in a row after limping in the closing stages of first half. Then Johnny Evans came in for him, replaced him, but he then had to get subbed off himself in the second half, while obviously Willie Kambwala had to then be called upon. So after the game, Eric Ten Hag said it was too early to assess the severity of the pair's problem, but if they cannot return in the time for the Merseyside visit on Sunday, that will leave Kambwala and Harry Maguire as the only natural options in central defense. We are so screwed. There are also some questions in regards to Casemiro's fitness as well, as the Brazilian midfielder was also forced off in the second half, but Mason Mount could be pushing for a start after another promising cameo. And to be honest, he came in late around the 84th, I think it might have been 88, no, 84th, I think, in the Chelsea game. And I think he did well, I think he did very well with passing the ball here and there. So I actually wouldn't mind him starting. I wish he would have come on earlier. This comes from me, who's not even a fan of um, Mason Mount whatsoever. But you know what? Come on. If you want to start against Liverpool, why not? I do feel very bad for Maino, though, who's been definitely overplayed. I mean, he definitely, I would say, might have been one of his, I don't want to say like a whole bad game or anything like that, because I still feel like there's a lot of positives, but he did look very much a bit fatigued and tired, in my opinion. I do think he did. Um, Scott McTominay is also an option in the midfield if required. He did look to have he kind of had a situation where I think he might have been in a tackle where he hyperextended his knee, but looks to be okay. So hey, but it's an option. Amrabat and Eriksen, they have been unused subs in both the Brentford and Chelsea games, unfortunately. I mean, there's definitely been reports that not Eric Ten Hag, but Eriksen is definitely very fed up with not getting any play time. So he's been here now a season. Wish we, could have seen a bit more for him, but I think he hasn't been the same since the injury that he sustained last season. He hasn't been the same, unfortunately. He had some good periods here and there, but it's just that he gets a bit too tired, maybe. So I do think that we probably would be letting him go. And you know what? Take it for the 1 season. I mean, 2 seasons, technically. You know what? Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. So it is what it is. It is what it is. By the way, I feel like look. There we go. Wait a minute. There we go. Just looked a little bit dark here. So, Altay Bandir was among the replacement in the West London 2 after recovering from injury. Ahmed, he returned to the squad following suspension, but he wasn't played though. So yeah, Anthony Martial has not featured since December and is still recovering from a groin surgery, while Luke Shaw hopes to return from his complaint before the end of the campaign. Molasse is another player sideline. We haven't seen him at all this season, so it is what it is. In regards to, Tony was ask any news on Donny. Fam, the last news that I had on Donny was the fact that I think he might have been in the Europa Conference League, that he wasn't even registered for that. And that I think he hasn't really been getting that many minutes for Frankfurt. But let me see here. Get back for the kid, man. Leverkusen won again. They are killing it. They are killing it. Let's see. Where are Frankfurt in the table? Oh, they're sixth. Okay. So the game that they played, let's see here. Okay, so 1-1. Was Donny even playing? Was not starting? Was he on the bench then? He wasn't. Actually didn't get any minutes. They used 5 stops and didn't give him. Did he play the last game then? The game before then? Oh, I feel so bad for the guy. Against Union Berlin, did he play? Oh my god, he did not play? Yeah, he was just on the bench. He was just on the bench. Big up to Nuances of Fate. Hope you're doing well. Big up to you. Just realized it got too light there. There we go. I feel bad as well. It's madness. Big up to David says it's going to be peak for us. Liverpool need to win for the title race. We are out of top 5 race, and we were out for sure. Workload is too much for Mano, but they always put in 100%. Oh, he definitely puts 100% for sure. Let me talk about Liverpool's team news before I give you my predicted starting 11, and of course also what I am predicting the score to be. But like as well, okay, like, and do indeed share if you haven't already. And if you watch this on replay, feel free to, of course, join in on the conversation by leaving your comments after the video. Um, Liverpool team news. Liverpool scored obviously 2 late goals to see off struggling Sheffield United in the 3-1 win at Anfield this past Thursday. Um, as Ibrahima Konate, who missed last month's FA Cup meeting due to a tire problem, returned to the starting 11. Karambach was also named in the starting 11 for the first time since February's Carabao Cup final, while Robertson and Curtis Jones made their comebacks from the bench. But Toro Endo is expected to be fit after sitting out the meeting with the Blades due to a knock. Anything else? John Matip looks to be having a knee injury. Obviously, he's been gone for majority. Thiago Caltara has to go at some point because this guy, the amount of injuries that this guy has is mad. But yeah, both of them are long-term absentees, while Klopp will also be without Trent again. Alison Beckett and Diogo Jota, although the three are close to return to full training. Yes. Donald says Ambrad Eriksson, Donny gone in summer with Sancho. Hopefully, Scott is definitely. What? No. I need Scott and Maguire to go. I need Scotty and Maggie, Vicky. They gotta go. Um, I'm a breezy. Gotta go. Eriksson and Donny gotta go as well. Sancho, yeah. Rashi probably won't be going, but he should be going. There are clubs interested, so I think he should be going, but we have to wait and see. In regards to what am I thinking the lineup is going to be, I think it's going to, I mean, obviously we know Onana starting. Dallo. Is Dallo going to be, Dallo probably would again start on the right back. I think since what we did against the Liverpool game the last time, which actually did work, is that we did have Wan-Bissaka on left back, even though he hasn't really been that good in the Brentford game and in the Chelsea game. I think against how he did against Mohamed Salah, he did very well. So I think we might need to do that again. And then we have, obviously, like I said, Kombwala will be starting since there aren't many options there, unfortunately. And Maguire will be starting as well. I'm a bit unsure with Casemiro. If he's fit, he might be starting. If not, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Mount start. And once again, this comes from me, which is a bit mad. But then again, you could see a McTominay who could be very up for it. Well against Liverpool the last time, so he could be up for it. He could be you know what? He probably would be a McTominay, Mayno, and then Bruno. And then I think how Anthony played Chelsea game was his best ever game in a Man United shirt. I think he deserves to get another opportunity. So I think he should be playing on the right. Garnacho did well, so I think Garnacho should be starting as well. And then Rashford, if he has to be dropped, he has to be dropped. And we have Hojlund up top. That's a team. That's a team. Philip says we will win against you at Old Trafford. Oh, at Old Trafford, not at Trashfield. Not at Trashfield, Anfield, Trashfield. I rather walk alone. Hashtag Urba. But yeah, so before we slowly stop to wrap up, let me know your score prediction for the game. Do you think that Man United will be winning? Or do you think Liverpool will be winning? Or do you think it's going to be a draw? Let me know. Right now, I'm not going to lie. I think we're losing the game tomorrow. Pains me to say, I hate predicting my team to lose, but I gotta be honest with myself. I think we're losing 3-1. I think we're losing 3-1. I think we're losing. I gotta be honest. Yeah. 3-1 Liverpool. Yeah, Philip, I think that's gonna be the case. I don't think it's gonna be a trashing. It's gonna be more so like a just wonderful performance by them. Routine, they're doing their thing, but I just don't see. I hope you're right. I just don't think we're gonna do it. The best two, maybe 2-2, maybe 1-1. I just don't personally think that we're going to do it. The crowd will be up for it. I think the guys initially will be up for it. They'll show up for the occasion, but not fully show up to be there for the entirety of the game. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. And we got to be honest about that. We have to. I think that's important that we do. So for me, I can't sit here and lie to myself and say that we're going to be winning. Initially, before the Chelsea game, I was thinking, I think we're going to win. I think we can do it. I think we'll show up again. But I don't think so. The way we just bottled it against Chelsea, I think we might bottle it again as well. And I think Liverpool will really show up. Liverpool knows that this is important. This is very important for them. They got to do it. Zico says we can do it, but it depends which United turn up. Liverpool are beatable, let's be real. Hey, do not get it twisted. 100% they are beatable. Yes, they are. All I'm saying is I just don't think we're going to do it tomorrow. I don't think so. I think if we go 2-0 down early on, then I think it might be, especially if it's 3 goals down early, it's a wrap then. But yeah, we always lose ugly. The thing is, when we lose ugly. And it doesn't have to be ugly in terms of just like the score, because I remember when at the end of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's tenure, when we lost 2-0 to City. And that is one of the worst games for me because, yes, they didn't smash us up in terms of the score, but it was kind of a training day for them. Literally, just a training game. Nothing. They never went past second gear. That's the embarrassing part. That's when you feel like, damn it, you know? So when we lose either by very ugly score or we lose with us getting smashed up. Like Brentford, we drew, but it feels like a loss because they just didn't have proper shooting boots on. That's it. That's the only reason why it didn't became like a 4-5-0. Let's be honest. That's all it is, you know? Seagull says, I know we're crap, but Liverpool just aren't convincing. Once our players turn up, we can win this game. And I hear you. I've been saying I generally believe Liverpool is not winning the league. I don't think they are. But they are able to grind out results even when they haven't been playing amazing. Even though I think the last few games, I think they've been way more convincing, except for maybe the Sheffield United game. But overall, here and there, yeah. But the thing is, I want us to show up. I want us to show. I hope we can do it because there's been other moments where I believe where Liverpool technically needed to win at. I mean, what was it? A few seasons ago, where we made sure that they didn't win the league. They were on a winning streak, but they didn't win because we showed up. I believe we showed up with getting a draw, I think it was. And then another time where they had a long winning streak. They actually maybe did they end up winning the league? Or it might have been like they could have won the league at our ground. I think that was the case a few years ago where they could have won the league at our ground, but they didn't. Like mathematically, it would have been done at if they had won it against us, but they didn't. So because we made sure that that didn't happen. So it's like we can't show up. I think on the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer it's been horrendous, but we can. The question now is, will we? That is the real question. You know, big up now. Hope you're doing well. Seagull says, I understand you. I don't trust this team, but we must tomorrow. We must. The problem is when we didn't must. Against Chelsea, we didn't must. Against Brentford, we didn't must. Against Fulham, we didn't must. Against Palace, we didn't must. Against Bournemouth, we didn't must. Against Nottingham Forest, we didn't must. Against Man City, we didn't must. Against Spurs, we didn't must. Against Brighton, we didn't must. Against so many teams, we simply didn't must. That's it. Seagulls also said if this Liverpool team win the league, then let's just wrap this league up. They aren't all that. I mean, I hear you, but if they win it, they deserve to win it. It is what it is. I would love another 7-0 dropping, but I don't think it will be. Hence my prediction. Hashtag Irwa, I'd rather walk alone. And I agree. I'd rather walk alone as well. Roma says, at this point, I stopped hoping for anything. I just want the season to end. I'm there as well. 8 games left, guys, excluding the FA Cup. But in the league, it's 8 games left. 8 games, guys. And then we're done. Then we can say bye-bye to the season and hopefully start looking forward to the next one. Or before we actually end up looking forward to the next one, we need to make sure that we're ready. Lord. Roma says, I know we will lose, but I hope it's not a trashing. Yeah, I hope so too. It's always a must win. The ship has already sunk. What must win are people talking about? The thing is, though, a must win, every game is a must win if we're going to be very honest. Because I want to win every game. I don't want it to be, oh, this game isn't a must win. No. Every game is a must win game. Every game that should be the mentality that you would want to win every single game. Of course, that won't be the case all the time, but you should have the mentality of wanting to win all the time, working towards winning every single time. That should be the bare minimum. But unfortunately, that is not the case for Man United. That's never the case. But yeah, once again, to wrap up the stream, my score is 3-1 Liverpool. It pains me to say it. It makes me sick. I feel like I want to vomit, but I gotta be true. I gotta be honest. I think we're losing. I don't think it's gonna be by a big trashing margin. I don't think that's gonna be the case. I generally don't think it's gonna be the case, but it'll probably be a trashing with how we're gonna get so many goals, not goals, but shots conceded. So many shots against us. And yeah. See, it goes to 2-1 United. Hey, I hear it. Stay gold. I will be live tomorrow straight after the game. If we win, please feel free to comment and say I told you so. And I will give you a high five, like a, what should I say? There's a word, but I can't figure out. A high five through the screen, basically, is what I'll give you and be like, yes, bud me, G, literally. So feel free again to say I told you so. I have no problem with being like, Seagull was right. 2-1. Yes, love that. I hope we can win. I would love for us to win again. Imagine us making sure that Liverpool don't get nothing more than 1 point from us this season. And us making sure that we get the better of them. That they're not beating us a single time and we're facing them 3 times a season and they're not getting anything. I would love that. Seagull said, I will be live and I would want apology. I will be back here. Just believe the place will be up for it. I mean, I'm not apologizing. Like, there's nothing for me to apology is a bit far. I can say I told you so, but I ain't apologizing for having an opinion that might be different to you. This is my opinion. This is what I think. I don't want this to be my opinion, but I ain't gonna apologize for it. You know what I'm saying? Seagull also says, Sophia, me predicting this team winning tomorrow don't mean I want this manager and these players. Oh, first and foremost, I never thought that was the case as well. Just because I want my, just because, what should I say? Just because, like, even if I wanted many, wait, what am I trying to say? Even if I predicted Man United to win, that doesn't mean that I want Ten Hag and a lot of the players to stay as well, and vice versa. You know, I'm just saying I'm predicting us to lose, but they still gotta go. That hasn't changed at all. You know, we'll talk more about that tomorrow. I will be live, like I said, straight after the game, and we'll probably make it as a call-in so a bunch of United Liverpool fans can call in and have their say. We'll see. It really depends how I feel because if my head is completely gone after the game, then it might just be me ranting for 30 minutes and then we'll end it. But we will see. We will see. It really depends how my mood is because I might get too triggered. So yeah. But guys, I'll be back, like I said, tomorrow straight after the game. I pray and hope that we will win, that we can get something out of this game. Please. Please, United, please. I beg you, United, please. Either way, guys, make sure that you like and, of course, also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're still on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's make that happen, shall we? Let's make that happen. Join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Selfies out. Bye bye.